What is happening, everybody? Trey here, and today at Reactions to the Classics, we got a really fun video that I am looking forward to. It's coming courtesy today of a longtime patron and friend of the channel, Richard. And Richard, I know you're a big fan of these two bands, and I have enjoyed over the past year, just through various patrons suggesting them, diving into their catalog and enjoying their tunes. Man, two very talented bands. We got the Stone Roses versus Oasis, and today it's going to be kind of a little hybrid top 10 list song battle, and it's going to be their B-side. So what we're going to do, it's kind of going to be a 5 Stone Roses tunes and 5 Oasis tunes, and within that, as we're kind of going down the list, we'll just do little mini battles against them. So like the number 10 song is by the Stone Roses, number 9 is Oasis. We'll see kind of what comes out on top, and then we'll just go from there, man. And at the end, I'll see which group's B-sides I enjoyed more, man. But in any case, I think we're in for some great tunes up ahead, man. So thank you again to Richard for suggesting this. And on our channel, we have a bunch of Oasis content up, as well as the Stone Roses did their whole debut album. My dad and I did a reaction to that, so they're involved in a lot of song battles we've done. So you can just check that out afterwards. But anyways, man, let's just get diving into this. Richard said these two bands always came up with quality songs, even on the flip side of their singles. In my opinion, two of the best bands that always release quality tracks, be it album tracks, B-sides, or singles. And if you need a little refresher, or maybe you just don't know, we'll give a little background on each of these groups. Stone Roses were an English rock band formed in Manchester in '83, one of the pioneering groups of the Manchester movement in the late '80s and early '90s. The band's classic and prominent lineup consisted of vocalist Ian Brown, one of my favorite guitarists. We have John Squire, bassist Manny, and drummer Rennie. Only 2 records which we've reacted to the debut, and I believe another one of our patrons for next month is going to have us do the second record. So be sure to subscribe and keep on the lookout for that. Oasis, on the other hand, also of course an English rock band formed in Manchester in '91, developed from an earlier group, The Rain. The band originally consisted of course, Liam Gallagher, lead vocals and tambourine, Paul Arthurs, Paul McGuigan on bass, and Tony McCarroll on the drums. And upon returning from working as a roadie for Inspiral Carpets, which what a band name that is, of course Liam's older brother Noel, who is vocals and lead guitar, joined as a 5th member, finalizing the band's core lineup. During the course of their existence, they had various changes, though the Gallagher brothers remained as the staple members. Oasis sold over 80 million records worldwide, making them one of the best-selling groups of all time. They are among the most successful acts on the UK singles chart and albums chart, with 8 UK #1 singles and 8 UK #1 albums. I think that says it all right there. Also had 3 platinum albums here in the States, so had that across the pond success. Enough talk. Let's get going in here, man. Starting off, number 10 on this list, Richard has the Stone Roses, Something's Burning, which is the B-side to the single One Love, and that'll be going up against Oasis track Listen Up, which was the B-side to Cigarettes and Alcohol. So as always, I'm going to have the lyrics pulled up, and going to be following along here. This is going to be the longest track on our list, man, almost going 8 minutes, so we're doing the full-on version here. So looking forward to diving into this. Due to copyright, music will be cut out of the YouTube video, but there will be a link down below that has all the music in there. Shout out to the patrons, man, who help us have the funds to host that space there. But anyways, man, sit back, let's enjoy some Stone Roses and Oasis, and let's get going. Thanks again, Richard. All right, Stone Roses, bring the heat, man. You like that pun? Something's burning coming in here, and obviously just at the start and end with that kind of longer intro and outros with that percussion. I think Alan Wren in particular was a star on this track, and the production and mixing, as with most of Stone Roses catalog, man, so sleek, and just had a sense of a coolness about it. And again, I think Ian Brown's vocal delivery, I was kind of mentioning it in there. At times, he was almost like whispering it, and that just almost added to that cool factor, for lack of a better term there. Of course, John Squire bringing in some nice guitar licks underneath there, almost harkening back to some, kind of 60s, early 70s, blend between just kind of like just straight up rock and roll and almost some psychedelia, tendencies in there as well. And lyrically, there was some cool play on words here. Don't count your chickens because they're never going to hatch, kind of playing on the whole don't count your chickens before they hatch. Well, here told that, man, they're never going to hatch for you because you're too dumb, baby. You can't see the wood for the trees. Again, kind of playing on the forest for the trees, the situation, because you're too slow, baby. You just couldn't get off your knees. Mentioning later, you're too lazy, and then kind of switching that. Don't knock a young man. You don't know what he'll get done. You can't kick an old man. See what he's become. And then it kind of brings it back to you. You're far too lazy. You stick to your pillow with ease. And so that theme just kind of permeates throughout this whole track. On it almost fits with almost the lazy type of tempo that we were going with. Very relaxing song too. On top of that, man, I really enjoyed this one. This was quite a way to start our list off, man. And now we're going to Listen Up by Oasis here. Noel said that I like the line, I don't believe in magic because life is automatic. I think it means something, but I'm not quite sure what. I don't really sit and write B-sides. I just write songs in my spare time. Then I kind of pick the best ones for the album, and then the things I pick as B-sides aren't necessarily not the best. They're just, maybe I don't like the lyrics, or the lyrics are great, but I don't like the tune, or the tune is good, but I don't like the singing, or there's just something, and they're not perfect, but people hear them and go, I effing love that. So I just thought that was a good quote, since we're doing B-sides. So let's listen up to Listen Up. I like it. These are the two longest songs on this list, and I'm sure, that might be why Richard paired them off against each other, but really let that instrumentation breathe here, and Noel's guitar playing was an obvious highlight, neat little solo kind of towards the tail end of that track there, and Liam bringing a solid vocal performance here. A couple of times his voice kind of even like really broke up. Get that spirit of the lyricism, I think, with what he's going with there. A lot of talk about being alone. The lyric we talked about at the beginning, I don't believe in magic. Life is automatic. But I don't mind being on my own. And we had Day by Day, there's a man in a suit who's going to make you pay for the thoughts that you think and the words they won't let you say, trying to kind of censor everything you think, your freedom of speech and thought, essentially. And that whole refrain, though, no, I don't mind being on my own. I like the way that Noel wrote kind of that refrain, though, the I don't mind being on my own. That's kind of the anthem behind this track, man. And just that sense of, trying to find yourself kind of in the world, even if maybe you don't have anybody by your side, type of deal. So strong melody as well. This was definitely a more catchy tune than we had with Something's Burning by the Stone Roses, as we get to our first kind of winner of the battle here. I think I'm barely going to give the nod to Something's Burning, though, because I thought that it's just a little bit more full instrumentally with that Alan Wren percussion kind of put it over the top for me. But both tracks really, really strong. And this is starting off the list. We got a lot of good stuff going ahead. So Stone Roses is up for me 1-0 right now, but it's close, man. It's close. And now we're gonna go to the track by the Stone Roses, number 8 here. We have Going Down, and this was the flip side of Made of Stone, another great tune. Represents Jackson Pollock's number 5, 1948. Pollock's paintings influenced the cover art that guitarist John Squire made for the single and the album. Going Down, Stone Roses bringing a very, sleek, catchy, and just sexy tune. You know, the sexual entendres that were that were going in here, man, were they were easy to read between the lines, so to speak, man. And an interesting shift from Something's Burning, which was almost 8 minutes long. Here we get a nice under 3 minute, just kind of catchy, pop inspired tune here. Enjoyed the melody, and the lyricism though was again a highlight. We got this guy going to Penny, and he says there's so much Penny lying here to touch, taste, and tease. Ring a ding ding ding. I'm going down. I'm coming round. I don't have to spell it out for y'all at home, man. Y'all got that. I like the shout out saying her record player was playing a Jimmy tune, a Jimi Hendrix tune. And again, her neck, her thighs, her lips, her hair. Ring a ding ding. I'm going down. And just such a catchy melody in the background that was again light and upbeat, and just had an easiness about it to again kind of reflect that lyricism, man. And yet another Stone Roses tune, man. I mean, these guys hardly ever miss, and they didn't miss there either. So that's going to be going against Oasis's tune. We got Half the World Away, and some cool backstory on this. This was a reverse of the single Whatever, which was the single released in between Definitely Maybe and What's the Story, Morning Glory. It is well known as a theme tune of the popular BBC sitcom The Royal Family. I'm not familiar with that here in the States, man, but it's apparently quite the popular show. It was written by Noel, and he also is on lead vocals there, so that's going to be cool to keep an ear out for. Reached 56 in the UK all the way in 2015, following the release of a group Aurora's cover version, marking their first top 100 song since the release of Falling Down in 2009. And in October 2019, Noel said that it was his favorite B-side that he had made. And then we had their sound engineer, Mark Coyle, introduce the band to Bert, and bear with me on this last name, Baka Barich's song. We'll just call him Bert, man. This Guy's in Love with You. Coyle was in charge of musical intake while on tour, and this song was often played during his eclectic sets. Drummer Tony McCarroll pointed out that the song's drum shuffle could be adopted for one of Oasis's acoustic numbers. After a while, instead of adapting the drum shuffle, Noel seemed to have adapted the whole song and renamed it Half the World Away. Despite the input and being able to play the pattern well, McCarroll, along with the rest of the band, were invited to leave the studio for a break, but it turned out to just be an excuse so Noel could record the drum track himself. In interviews, Gallagher has stated the tune to Half the World Away was adapted from This Guy's in Love with You, and he commented, "It sounds exactly the same. I'm surprised he hasn't sued me yet." He also sang that track live in '96 while Bert was there, and Bert actually accompanied him on piano and conducted the orchestra. So just some cool little backstory in that regard, man. So let's see what Noel's got for us here. All right, Half the World Away. Noel really putting on a MVP type of performance on this track, man. Very strong vocal performance. Again, quite enjoyed. Definitely had that sense of melancholy about it, and yet still was a pretty tune to the ears. And just going into the lyricism, very honest. I like to leave this city, this old town don't smell too pretty, and I can feel the warning signs running around my mind. So I enjoyed this because it recognized, okay, I can tell that I have the potential to you could see just what lies ahead maybe isn't what you want type of deal. And I think that makes it a very relatable song for all kind of times, because it's a story as old as man, kind of wanting to go out, explore the world, and kind of leave your old place behind, your comforts behind. And he even says, "And when I leave this island, I'll book myself into a soul asylum," and because I can feel the warning warning signs running in my mind. Notes, my body feels young, but my mind is very old. So what do you say? You can't give me the dreams that were mine anyway. You're half the world away, half the world away. So then he introduces in that chorus this other person, whether it be maybe another band member or, who, whatever the case may be, family, friends, love, whatever. It's half the world away. He says, I've been lost, I've been found, but I don't feel down. So again, a lot going on in that line too. You would think, oh, if I've been lost, oh, I'd be down. But hey, maybe he's been found in between then, and that's maybe why he doesn't feel down anymore, man. And just kind of that little, shuffle of the percussion as well. That was just, sporadically just kind of spliced in as well. Just it made it a very unique tune, man. All this to say that I got Oasis winning this battle, man, with Half the World Away, which really was just Noel putting the team on his back, so to speak, man. Going down, still a solid tune by Stone Roses, but I think Half the World Away just packs a little bit more emotion behind it, and was something I connected with just a little bit more, man. But we're gonna go to our next battle now. We got Stone Roses coming with Where Angels Play, going against Oasis's Round Our Way here. So Where Angels Play appeared on the single I Want to Be Adored, which is one of not only Stone Roses' best tracks, but one of the best tracks, I think, of that era, man. But let's see what we got here. Bringing it, man. Let me tell you what, that outro too. I could listen to that for ages, man. Again, just the tone, and I mentioned this before, and maybe that's why Squire's one of my favorite guitarists, just in general, man. The tone he's able to get and set forth, it's just that just gorgeous blend of kind of a psychedelic inspired with rock and pop and indie and just the whole British scene of the time, just perfectly blended together, man. I know that's not some crazy detailed analysis, but it's tough to put into words. You just know it when you hear it, and it speaks to me quite a bit, man. And enjoyed the lyricism on here as well. Ian, as whenever he was really kind of stretching out the words, the okay, let's fly, she says, this carpet's made for two, and then the next one, no place for me and you, really stretching those out, just kind of made it even a bit more catchy than what it already was. Kind of had that like reverb and whatnot going on with the guitar as well underneath, and that sense of coming together and let's go to like kind of an unexplored land or whatever the case may be. She says that our carpet falls on a dew fresh that daffodil plain. Take a look around, there's something happening, all the colors fade. So again, there's almost like almost just kind of again leaning into that almost psychedelic nature with the colors really being highlighted in the lyricism. But then we change here and from wanting to be with this gal to saying, I don't want you now, bang bang bang, gone. I don't need you now, the seeds are sown. Oh bang bang, pretty pretty, bang bang. I don't think so, no. I don't think so, no, bang 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 bang. Like it all just worked together and was quite the catchy tune, man. So I enjoyed that one quite a bit. So Oasis got to bring their A game, man. And so Round Our Way is what is up next. And Richard said that Noel remarked how we spelt our O-U-R as R-A-R-E as a small tribute to one of his favorite bands, Slade, who were known for song titles with bad grammar. This was on the single Wonderwall, which is, Oasis's, I'd say, most popular tune just worldwide. So let's see what we got here. Round Our Way, Oasis, man, bringing the heat with that. This song, as I was kind of mentioning in the reaction, just had such a rich and full sound to it with the horns coming in. That's not something you obviously associate with Oasis here, but they proved that they can, work with that, play around with that, and make it work and fit with their style. And the harmonica solo towards the end of the track as well was really tight, and then we were were just kind of riding out for the last 2 minutes again. Reminded me, I guess, a little actually up where Angels Play, where that groove was riding out. This one too, at the end, you just a sound and an arrangement that was very easy on the ears, and I enjoyed. And there was a bit of a positivity kind of in this track as well. Round our way, the birds are singing. Round our way, the sun shines bright. Round our way, the birds singing for you, because they already know you. Yeah, they already know you. Just and then kind of talking about getting paid, going kind of to work a little bit, going playing a game of football, man, and the next goal is gonna win. And I just I quite enjoyed just again just how rich and fun the track it had, which isn't something you always associate with the Oasis in particular, but they pulled it off well here, man. This is gonna be a tight battle. But if I have to choose, man, I'm just going to barely give the edge to Where Angels Play by Stone Roses, which, I mean, as y'all saw with how much I gushed about Around Our Way, I mean, that just shows you how strong these two bands are, man. We're having some wonderful tracks, man. We still got 2 battles left, which means 4 songs to go, man. So let's keep it going. Our next battle gonna be Standing Here by the Stone Roses, which we're gonna start with. B-side to She Bangs the Drums, and it all kind of ties together, y'all. Richard noted that this is Liam's favorite Stone Roses track, and that there's a great ending verse to this song, and then that's going to be going against Acquiesce from Oasis here. So let's get going into battle number 4. Wow, Stone Roses bringing it yet again with Standing Here. You already know that's getting on the liked on the Spotify. Just such a gorgeous tune, man, through and through, from the starting almost like feedbacks, like first 20 seconds of Squire's guitar, going into again just a very light, and I think that lightness, when I say that, almost I think that is most evident in just the vocal performance yet again. Just a very soft delivery coming in by Ian on this, and that whole concept, man. I'm standing here. I really don't think you can know that I'm in heaven when you smile, and I'm everywhere, and I really don't think you can know that I'm in heaven when you smile. That line, "I'm in heaven when you smile," was just kind of the again, that main theme that the rest of the lyricism was built around, and just with that riff at the end and the outro, that was again just so just kind of almost comforting in a sense, man, with Squire going in with that great melody. And I don't really particularly know what "I could park a juggernaut in your mouth" means, but I like the "I can feel a hurricane when you shout." It doesn't even matter what really was being said. It just sounded so darn pleasant, man. And "I should be safe forever in your arms." And again, we get a sense where obviously he's infatuated and caught up in that love, and he knows, I mean, maybe you don't feel that same way, but he still kind of has that thought process, like, man, whenever I'm here with you, you just kind of start thinking and imagining what that would be like, to be with that person. And so all in all, man, just another just gorgeous tune. I mean, the fact these songs, the fact they're all B-sides is just ridiculous, honestly. The quality of both of these groups is just phenomenal. And now we're gonna go to Acquiesce here, Oasis's number against Standing Here. This was the B-side to Some Might Say in 1995. Noel noted it was written going to a studio in Wales to record Some Might Say. The train broke down and I was stuck for 4 hours, and I wrote that song. Someone had said Acquiesce on the phone, and I'd written it down. Liam still doesn't know what it means. Liam couldn't sing the chorus for some reasons. I think he was drunk or something. He couldn't get the high note, so I decided to sing it. When the record came out, everyone was going, "It's a song about Liam." And that I was saying that we need each other. We believe in one another, which was total BS. It wasn't about that. Because he was singing the verses and I was singing the choruses, people were like, "Oh, the two brothers are like sharing their love for each other, even though they hate each other." It's just like, wow, they're bonding on a record. So we went along with that for ages. So I really enjoy on these Oasis tunes in particular, either Liam or more particularly Noel will note kind of what was about in the recording process. So let's see what Oasis brings here. All right, Acquiesce, Oasis, man, bringing the heat yet again, and obviously the trademark I think that makes this song different than the rest of, or a lot of the rest of their catalog, or at least the tunes on this list, is we have both Liam and Noel together, which is a cool. Cool little tidbit. And I think the transitions were especially a highlight, going from Liam into the belting chorus from Noel here, because we need, Noel really hitting those high notes, man, that apparently Liam couldn't hit. And again, just has that sense of almost positivity and perseverance, and I'm gonna push through whatever is kind of in my way type of deal, and really in the sense of a friendship. And I mean, I could see how some more adventurous fans could read between the lines here and try to interpret and put in, oh, it's about Liam and Noel together, yeah. And but I think it just kind of can apply in general to whatever friendship or relationship you might have. And another big concept that I know we're going to uncover, what sleeping in our soul is in the chorus. And I mean, Liam noted saying, I don't know how to wake the things that sleep inside. I only want to see the light that shines behind your eyes. I hope that I can say the things I wish I'd said, to sing my soul to sleep and take me back to bed. Who wants to be alone when we can feel alive instead? Some really, again, just strong, kind of powerful lyricism up in this tune, man. And I thought the vocal performance by Noel in particular on the chorus stands amongst probably his better performances in that regard, man. So, wow, another great tune. I hate that I got to choose these battles, man, because they're both freaking great, and they're so close. But I think, again, just by a hair, I'm gonna go again. The Stone Roses standing here just barely over Acquiesce. I hope that you Oasis fans don't get too mad at me, man. I really have enjoyed this entire list, and I mean, both groups are just killing it, man. Especially for these being B-sides, and we're to our final battle, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to go now to Stone Roses' Mercy Paradise, which appeared on the CD and 12-inch releases of She Bangs the Drum. Richard said something it's a song putting down the rival city of Liverpool, as the rivalry between Manchester and Liverpool is legendary. Although the Mersey River is famous as a Liverpool river, part of it also flows past Ian Brown's childhood home. And Ian Brown says it is inspired by a murder in the area that happened when he was a kid. So this will be going against the Masterplan by Oasis. So get ready for that, and let's start though with Mercy Paradise. It has a more kind of a upbeat tempo, a bit more, just kind of pop-centric, I guess, if you will. Kind of reminded me of Going Down, which was also under 3 minutes there. And, but we got some intensity, though. Don't let the pleasant melody fool you here, people. And, just kind of reading between the lines and a couple interpretations. I know some people think it's, kind of throwing some shade at Margaret Thatcher here. If she were or she were there, I'd hold her down. I'd push her under while she drowns and couldn't breathe and call for air. She doesn't care for my despair. I'm not familiar enough with the politics of the time. I know, of course, that Morrissey of the Smiths couldn't stand Margaret Thatcher either, and a lot of groups of the time, threw some shade away, even as far back, of course, on Animals with Pink Floyd and Roger Waters. But getting back to this, man, again, had that sound that that was just so tight by Squire on that guitar, and just again had that sense of just wanting to kind of break through and just be proud almost of where you're coming from. You see it in the sea. Rivers cools where I belong in my Mercy Paradise. And the way, again, that Ian was able to kind of play with his vocals on that, just, again, made it very catchy, made it very accessible. And I think that's one of the strengths of the Stone Roses. They make accessible tunes, even if there's a lot kind of going on underneath with the arrangement and a lot of, kind of complex stuff, at least, kind of when you are reading about the makings of these tunes. And a strong tune to be sure, man, a strong tune to be sure. And now we're going to see what Oasis brings with last song on this list here, man. Went by quick. That's what happens when you're listening to great tunes. We have the Masterplan, appears on the single Wonderwall. The song became so popular, it got its own single release in a complete B-sides album named after the song. So that's how you know, man. It's a heavy hitter. Noel has regularly declared it one of the best songs he's ever written. However, he regrets the fact that it was first released as a B-side, admitting he was young and stupid when he made that decision. The song also features a backwards guitar solo after the first chorus. Approximately 30 seconds from the end of the song, Noel can be heard distortedly singing the chorus from Octopus's Garden by the Beatles. And he also noted, I suppose it's about people's fear of growing old. Well, all we know is that we don't know. If you want to dance, dance. If you don't. I suppose it's saying that there is no master plan. So we'll listen to this one, give the final winner of this battle that we got, and then just kind of wrap up with some of my favorite tunes on this excellent list here. All right, y'all, the Masterplan. What a way to end out this list. Very well might have saved the best tune on this for last, Richard. So appreciate you introducing me to this tune, man. Just so much great stuff in this track, from the tension that builds in the first minute, instrumental, where you just kind of have that cool guitar playing underneath, kind of building a bit of a darker atmosphere before we go in the first verse, and then boom, kind of go with that bombastic chorus again, bringing in that horn section. And again, Noel just bringing forth that passion, man, just saying, dance if you want to dance. Please, brother, take a chance. They're going to go which way they want to go. All we know is that we don't know how it's going to be. Please, brother, let it be. Life, on the other hand, won't make us understand we're all part of a master plan. So again, I think that message was kind of, the quote I was taking from Noel at the start, that we are all just part of life, man. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, this or that. So you just got to go and enjoy it while you can, and, kind of put your best foot forward, and, just let it be, essentially, man. And a cool little backwards guitar section there. I thought that was really tight, man. And just the way, it sounded like we had that string arrangement as well. Just wonderfully produced and arranged track here. This is going to be a clear winner for me in this battle. So, shout out to Oasis and the Masterplan. I can see why they named, their entire compilation B-side record after this tune, man. Would have been a hit single regardless of what it was released as. And that'll just kind of take us now to overall thoughts on this, man. I think what our ending was 3 Stone Roses winners and 2 Oasis, which I just as easily could have called it a tie on a few of these battles as well. I think this just highlights the strength of both of these groups, man, that these songs were so good and were on the B-side, that just shows you the strength of their catalog. And just wonderful tunes abounding. Some of my favorites just overall, of course, going to be the Masterplan. I got a shout out Standing Here, Where Angels Play, both by the Stone Roses, Half the World Away by Oasis. This again really highlighted the talents of Noel in particular, of Oasis. Liam, still bringing the great vocal performances, but those guitar sections were fantastic. And this again highlighted in the Stone Roses how wonderful every member of that group is. The Squire bringing in the killer guitar leads, and I thought Ian Brown, he showed a lot of versatility in these tracks as well. Sometimes doing the more soft, whispery, other times in the more poppy tunes that we had from the Stone Roses, able to really deliver a vocal performance that reflected that, man. And all in all, just wonderful bands that obviously we're still listening to decades later, and it's so cool that me, a Texan here in 2021, can continue to discover and fall in love with this music and enjoy it for many years to come. Let me know down below, y'all, your favorites from this list, your favorite B-sides from both the Stone Roses and Oasis, man, and just your overall thoughts on these wonderful groups. Be sure to give Richard some love, man, for coming up with this idea. I thought it was very creative, and I can't I was very much looking forward to filming this and sharing it with y'all. And until next time, y'all, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that big red subscribe button and hit that thumbs up if you like the video. And until next time, I'm Trey. Thanks for watching, and I will see you.